Hi there. Today I'd like you to understand what it is that a chemical formula shows. Now you may have come across these things here. It says CH4 there. You might have heard of H2O or CO2, O2, and I'd like you to know what those means. What are they actually telling us? Now if I look at this first one here with CH4, that's telling us that there is one carbon atom and 4 hydrogen atoms. They're joined together. That little 4 after the hydrogen means there's 4 of them. And they put it afterwards, it's a little 4 just straight afterwards, and we'll see some more examples shortly, but that's telling us that there we've got 2 different elements, carbon and hydrogen, and there are a total of 5 atoms. There's 1 atom of carbon and there's 4 hydrogen atoms. Now it might be useful if you have a periodic table, but it doesn't matter if not. If you've not got it with you, that's fine. So here's another one. This says NaCl, and what that's telling us is there are 2 elements, sodium and chlorine. Na is sodium. Doesn't seem right, but that's the way it is. Atoms, yeah, there's 2 of those as well. There's just 1 sodium atom and 1 chlorine atom. So the formula for that is just going to be NaCl. There's no little numbers. The name of that is called sodium chloride. People call that salt. It's what you put on your chips. Sodium chloride. It contains chlorine, but we call it chloride. Here's another one. Very common, ammonia. Not so famous, but it is still a very common one. It's NH3. So what's that telling us? That is telling us that it looks like that. It's a great big nitrogen atom surrounded by 3 little hydrogen atoms. Again, the little 3 hydrogen atoms, and there's no 1. If there's just 1 of them, you don't need to put a 1. So there's just nitrogen, no number means 1. But what it's telling us there is there's 2 elements and there are a total of 4 atoms. 1 nitrogen, 3 hydrogen. Famous one, water. Definitely water, that one there. And that's the way it looks. Oxygen with 2 hydrogens. 2 elements, hydrogen and oxygen. Total number of atoms there is 3. 3 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen. Right, ethane. Well, the number of elements. Well, the best way to know the number of elements is just to count the number of capital letters. Something like chlorine is Cl, but the L is a little one. Sodium is Na, but the A is a little a. If you want to know how many elements there are, count the capitals. So, 2 elements, 2 capital letters, carbon and hydrogen. Total number of atoms, though, is 8. You can count them up on the picture, or you can add those to all the numbers. 2 and 6 is 8. Propane. Okay, well, number of elements, count the capital letters, 2. Total number of atoms is going to be 11, and it's going to be 3 carbons, 8 hydrogens, 2 elements, 11 atoms. Here's magnesium chloride. Well, magnesium chloride is going to be an Mg for magnesium. There's going to be Cl's, and remember you put the little 2 after the Cl, so it'll be, should be MgCl2. The number of elements there is, count the capitals, M, Cl. So we can see there, counting the capitals, 2 capitals, there's 2 elements, and total number of atoms is where it says 5 there. That's clearly not right. There's 1 magnesium atom and 2 chlorines, and there's 3 atoms, not 5 as it says. Formula for that one there, and let's see, elements. There are going to be, I think, 3 elements. Sodium, Na, oxygen and hydrogen. Total number of atoms is going to be 3. The formula for that is going to be NaOH. And its name is sodium hydroxide. You can't tell the name. Sometimes you can work out the name from the formula, sometimes not. But whenever you see an OH together, that's a hydroxide. Ooh, look at that, that's a bit crazy. We've got a total different elements. It's looking like we've got 3 different elements there. And it's looking like Mg and S, that's sulfur, oxygen, so it's 3 elements, because you can count the capital letters, 1, 2, 3, you can count the different colours as well. We've got 3 elements and a total of let's see, that is 6 atoms, isn't it? Ooh, a funny one now. Funny one, not quite so obvious. That's magnesium hydroxide. OH again is hydroxide. Total number of elements, well, count up the colours, there's 3 different colours. Atoms, I can see there's 5. But funnily enough though, it's got some brackets in. Just to make life difficult, sometimes they do this. The OH is put in brackets, and that little 2 there means everything is doubled, because you've got an OH on one side, OH on the other. If you come across that, just remember to double everything it says. That is magnesium hydroxide. The total element, as we said, is 3, and the total number of atoms is 2 times oxygen and 2 times hydrogen is 4, plus magnesium 5. There's 5 atoms there. Okay, I hope you found that useful. Enjoy.